Oh, heck, we're live. Oh, wow, that went pretty fast this time. Hello, everybody. Well, nobody yet, but that is Dr. Freedom coming with you, coming at you, shooting at you. Howdy. How's it going tonight? Yeah, a lot of weirdness going down this week, isn't it? You know, lots of strange events, things going on, things here or there, things hitherto. Hitherto? Where did that word come from? Hitherto. But oh well. It don't even sound right, hitherto. But, you know. Then again, when I contemplate words in the English language, I still have to sit down and go, okay, where did this come from? Because it's like really weird things happen in the grammar, you know, in the language, especially in English. Because we get so many weird things, like we spell knife with a K, for crying out loud. Oh, well. But, okay, for all one of you who are here, yeah, come on in, folks. Have a seat. Sit down. I'm going to wait till we get a few more of you in here. We're going to talk about the Doctor news. You know, it's just, like I said, I can't come up with the words to describe the events of just this last couple weeks. Shall we find out RTD is coming in the direct, you know, to take over for the 60th anniversary special and, you know, possibly one or more series after that. Then we find out he's partnered up with Bad Wolf, you know, which of course is run by Julie Gardner, and so, and, you know, Julie Gardner is one of the driving forces behind the revival of Doctor Who, along with RTD. And then, you know, now we've got this other weird news that somebody might be buying Bad Wolf. Weird, huh? Yes, it gets weirder and weirder. Okay, so let's see. I will watch this stream. And I can't make out it's not coming up. Hey, let me refresh the chat. Maybe that's why it ain't coming up. See. All right. See, now there it is. Okay. Well, it was there. All right. We'll watch this stream in the morning. Okay. Yeah. All right. Hello from Scotland. Okay. Hello there, Brent. Hello there, Fraser. Hello, Mr. Faze. All right. So let's get into it. Since we got a few people in here now, let's get onto it. Let's get on with the news, shall we? All right, now let's start off right here at the beginning. The wrap party, by the way, for this thing is tonight. According to official Doctor Who social media accounts, Jodie Whittaker and Mandip Gill have entirely wrapped filming on Doctor Who Series 13 and the 3 specials that will air in 2022. And here's the little photo that's popped out. Of course, it is now the thumbnail for this video. You know, all these neat little tweets. And if you want to go check these out, they're all linked right here to this article on Cultbox. And of course, they've titled this thing Flux. It's going to be one, you know, ongoing story across these 6 episodes and maybe more. All right, Doctor Who announces Halloween air date. We already know that. Yeah, unless you've been living in a cave, you know, and we had some information that led up to this. You know, I got to thank Doctor Who Production News for spotting the hole in the Australian schedule. You know, for the day after. Well, it's not the day after. Well, it says where it's a time zone thing. Okay, all right. Okay, now this is the part I was talking about here a couple of minutes ago. Sony to acquire Bad Wolf in a £60 million deal. Now, according to Broadcast Now, Sony Pictures Television is on the brink of acquiring independent script production powerhouse Bad Wolf. Co-founded in 2015 by Jane Tranter and Julie Gardner, and now joined by Natasha Hale, his Dark Materials producer is set to join SPT. Well, we already know what that means. And a deal thought to be worth close to £60 million. Check out the power photo here. Who posed this thing? Check out those shoes. My goodness, you could kill somebody with it. All right. According to the article, Sony Pictures Television is expected to buy out the existing minority shareholders, Access Entertainment and Sky HBO. Now, Sony has thought to be the best cultural fit because the Bad Wolf co-founders have previously worked with SPT president of international production, and it goes on from there into the usual stuff. And of course, it was just announced that last month that Bad Wolf would partner with BBC Studios to produce Doctor Who with Russell T Davies. Now, is this going to have any impact on Doctor Who? We don't know. All I know is this. Let's say one big word, shall we? Probably the budget's going to, you know, budget. If this happens, I think the budget's going to increase significantly, especially this. Well, then again, it depends on how chintzy BBC Studios is on the deal. But, you know, it's just, whoa. Okay, it's just, this is, you know, very remarkable. It's, you know, Nice to hear this little thing's going so well. 3 former Doctor Who actors appear in Cardiff, the Cardiff area, as the centenary special wraps. In a hotel in Penarth, Wales, on October 12th, not far from Rothlock Studios in Cardiff, where Doctor Who's filmed, 3 former Doctor Who actors gathered for a meal. Sylvester McCoy, Colin Baker, and David Bradley, were photographed seated at a table at the Home House Hotel in Penarth. So, check this out right here. And apparently a photo of the gathering was posted on the Facebook page of the hotel. The post has since been deleted. I wonder why. The post read, Doctor Who, we are all stories in the end. Just make it a good one. Did somebody call it? All right. It goes, all right. Now, it is unknown why the 3 actors were in the general vicinity of where Doctor Who's centenary special is being filmed. And it just finished filming, as you heard. But the following might be a clue. Rick Harrop, it was a lovely morning to film some interviews with for a Doctor Who documentary in Wales. So all you folks were jumping up going, oh, it's a documentary for the centenary, more than likely. I'll be shocked crapless if anything that pre-2005 ever shows up on Doctor Who again. As I said before, the last 2 classic companions who showed up were Sarah Jane and K9 on the main show. And that's pretty much it. Everybody else appeared over on the Sarah Jane adventures. All right, Russell T Davies is a man with a vision for a new Doctor Who, says the BBC drama boss Piers Wenger. And of course, he'll replace outgoing showrunner Chris Chibnall in 2023. And of course, now speaking at a press event on this past Monday, Wenger said that Davies is a man with a vision for the next iteration of Doctor Who, following the current Doctor Jodie Whittaker's upcoming departure. Now, asked about why he decided to bring Davies back for the 60th anniversary, Wenger said, quote, I almost think that I don't need to answer that question. I think bringing back Russell for Doctor Who was one of the least painful decisions I've ever had to make. Now, how will he evolve that show? I mean, he is a man with a vision for sure, but, we are way off from filming. We've got a new series starting at the end of the month, a whole year of Jodie Whittaker to go yet, lots of adventures ahead for her, and so I think it's just they're full of the same thing a colostomy bag would be full of. All right, Doctor Who might be entering its own multiverse of madness. Now, what led them to this is they bring up the fact that this whole thing's titled Flux, this upcoming series. But the thing is, Russell T Davies said a while ago that he would like to see Doctor Who become like the Marvel Universe, where you have all these different series that tie into the same thing. Kind of like they originally did with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and stuff like that. And then, of course, you have all the movies that tie into each other. That's what I think he's aiming for. Now, remember, Russell T Davies, under his watch, you got 2 very successful spin-offs of Doctor Who. You got Torchwood and the Sarah Jane Adventures. And then for some reason, after Rusty left, everything got flushed down the toilet. Oh, man. And then again, for Torchwood, it was Miracle Day. It was flushed down the toilet where it belongs, where the stuff in the colostomy bag goes. Oh, God, Miracle Day was horrible. Oh, but I know some people liked it, but it's like, oh, please. Oh, we shot Jack Harkness's blood into this weird, colossal, intergalactic space vagina that runs in the center of the planet. And now everybody, I'm not going into it. Let's just say if I want to have a good throw-up, I don't drink Ipecac. I watch Torchwood Miracle Day. Okay? It's that simple. Makes me want to vomit. Okay, Doctor Who Channel leads BBC Studios, Pluto TV Carriage deal, and this is a global bulletin. Now, Viacom CBS's free streaming television service, Pluto TV, has partnered with BBC Studios to add 3 new channels to the platform across Germany, Switzerland, Australia, France, and Spain. Now, France immediately surrendered. Sorry, that's an old joke. But okay, a new Doctor Who channel in France will feature the first 10 seasons of the BBC action adventure series that explore space and time, in addition to the series Christmas specials, including The Snowman, Last Christmas, and Day of the Doctor. The Doctor Who channel on Pluto TV in Spain features the series' first 9 seasons and its Christmas specials, while Pluto TV in Germany, Switzerland, Austria, not Australia. Different things there, okay? All right, now offers Doctor Who episodes that originally aired between 1980 and 1990, in addition to a BBC travel channel. Oh, wait, hold the phone. Wait, stop the world and left me out. Yeah, you're right, it is showing at 89, but... Okay, I can see where they're going with that. Well, meanwhile, here, we get the first 4 Doctors on our Pluto TV. It only goes up to, Tom Baker, I think. All right, new Doctor Who channel, friends, and and we just went over that. So interesting that they're getting this launch, internationally. I almost said galactically. I don't know why. Internationally. So it's nice to hear, that Doctor Who is still being spread in all its usual forms. Okay, Colin Baker think it would be too obvious for Russell T Davies to cast Olly Alexander as Jodie Whittaker, or replacement. Okay, I almost said as Jodie Whittaker. All right, now here's the thing. Now we know Rusty to pull these kind of maneuvers on us before, RTD, and the thing is, I kind of agree with him here because also remember, Ollie's publicist has been denying this for the last year or more. Even when the thoughts started coming up that, Jodie's might be on her way out because it's her third season, that, people started going Olly Alexander. And it's like, his publicist has outright denied it at least for the last few months now. And it's like, it's not going to happen, I don't think. But you never know with the Rusty, or RTD, I mean. He can be a sneaky little devil. There's also talks of Tanaya Miller, Lydia West, and a whole male and female actors and actresses, all that have been lined up, as possibilities for the role. Me, like I said, I don't care if they bring in a hippo named what do you call it, Jethro. All right, I don't care if and I'm talking a little animal. I don't care if they have a dancing dog named Yala by Bing Bong. Like I said, I'll back anybody who's got the courage to step into that mantle. Then again, if it's a pet or an animal, they'll be forced. You're right. That would kind of lead to the PETA people being involved in that. Well, okay. I'm being metaphorical, all right? I mean, anybody who takes that role. Hey. Okay, Charley Pollard returns. Now, a lot of people who remember the Eighth Doctor's adventures in, I think it was the mainstream, yeah, that's right. It was the mainstream line for Big Finish. Because if you listen to the Eighth Doctor Adventures on Big Finish, which was their own thing, that was Lucy Miller for the most part. Yeah, Charley Pollard is coming back apparently for some adventures in Big Finish. And of course played by the lovely India Fisher. And it's like, yeah, I always enjoyed Charley. I didn't have a problem with her. The only thing that sucked though is that series they tried to do later, where she was on her own with the Virons. It just didn't work for me. All right. Oh, and there's Nicola Bryant come here. Yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah. She turned 61 on Monday. Now, a lot of people have been freaking out for some crazy reason because I put up Katie Manning's birthday day. I said, I've been doing that for a while where I'll usually put up a birthday the evening or the day before because this way, I don't forget it later. It's just, there's been a lot of things I've been trying to get around to doing. And, I was referring to the solo series, Legend of the Traveling TARDIS, or chiming in. The one with the Virons. Yeah, I just couldn't get into it. Just like, I can't figure out for the life of me, oh God, I'm going way off. Why the hell they're keeping Graceless on? I couldn't get into Graceless at all. Yeah, and it's that one where, it was such a powerful series that when the BBC knocked on the door, the two main characters it was Abby and I think Zara or something like that. And Abby used to be called Amy. And then Big Finn, gets a call from the BBC. Got to change the name of that character. And they're like, well, why? Because one of our current companions, well, this is back then, it's a few years ago, you can tell, is named Amy Pond, and people might get confused. What? So now we name anybody, But either way, it stunk, okay? I couldn't get into Graceless. I don't know why they're bringing it back. Yeah, Charley Pollard I love. That's just, Plus, I even like those ones she did with, later on, she was with, well, spoiler alert for you folks who haven't gone through the whole main range. When she traveled with the Sixth Doctor for a bit. Because... Okay, let me let's double check. Did they go into that detail? Oh, yeah, there's details for you. Wait a minute. Oh, okay, now, a matter of fact, it says the Eighth Doctor Adventures, Charlotte Pollard, the Further Adventurers, celebrates 20 years of the Eighth Doctor, a Big Finish. Okay, he reunites with his Edwardian companion, Charley Pollard, for 4 new escapades. Oh, Heart of Orion also features actress Michelle Wu reprising the role of Diva Jen. Okay, so they're going back to Sword of Orion, which was one of their better ones. Sorry, but I should have read a little bit more of this, but I literally added this article before I went on the air, okay? How organized is he? Not. Okay, so, yeah, Sword of Orion's one of my favorites of the main range, Eighth Doctor and Charley adventures. Because that one, spoiler alert, features the Cybermen. And it was a very, very, tense episode there. Things that I like to relax looking at. Hello, you. Oh, get off that. Okay, there we go. All right, we'll calm down a bit. All right. Now we're back to reality. So yeah, you have to remember, they decided, to quit doing, they're going on, how they used to just do a big serial for the main range. Now they're doing box sets. Oh God, I was so far behind on the main range anyway. Oh man. Okay. No worries. I like it when people ask questions. It's how we learn stuff. Hang on, I'm going to blow my nose on the air again. My allergies are going nuts. Don't worry, I got sanitizer nearby. You won't have to put up with my dirty fungus. Okay, alright. Here we go. I'm not sure. It could be like they're doing like they did with Lucy Miller. Because I haven't had a chance to see any synopses if they've popped up yet, Black Phoenix. I know with Lucy Miller, they just had it where it was a series of adventures that took place, of course, before, spoiler alert, she died. So they may be doing the same thing with Charley Pollard. It kind of sounds like that, because if they're re-meeting the one lady from Sword of Orion, and plus, remember, Charlotte Pollard ran off with the Virans for a while there, and that was a weird one. So that was the news. Like I said, we got Bad Wolf Studios partnering with RTD to do the next series of Doctor Who after Chris Chibnall and Jodie Whittaker depart. Now we've got Sony talking about buying Bad Wolf, or partnering up with, and all that, or it's just wow. Because if that happens and they're producing Doctor Who, I'm just glad it ain't Disney. Because you all know what my fears are if Disney gets a hold of Doctor Who. You're going to have these. They'll turn it into a cheap animated series with the regulars as the cast. We've talked about this before with Duck Ross. Yeah, we just talked about that. A sixth Doctor bet. I don't know. Is there? Search me. I didn't see any mentions of Colin Baker in that. Like I said, that last article, I was literally sitting here making sure I had all these piled up and put together. And then I saw that one pop up on, I think it was a Twitter feed. So I went ahead and grabbed it too, because I kind of interested. Yeah, Ravagers, are coming to Series 13. Now, there was a big hullabaloo about that. She said Ravages, not Ravagers. And it's like, no, she said Ravagers. Even I heard that. And of course, for you folks who are not in the know, Big Finish, when they brought back Chris Eccleston, his first box set, or big series there, is called The Ravagers. So it's going to kind of, if that's true, that's going to kind of tie into the Big Finish thing there. Beep the Meep, all right, I remember Beep the Meep. They did a short one with him in the Big Finish range, Beep the Meep. And apparently he's left over from, I think, the comic series or something like that, or one of the strips. And yeah, but that was well after the movie had been made. The whatever title you want to give it this week. Yeah, no, I've not heard anything about 60 and Charley either. This is Eighth Doctor and Charley, I think, because that's where she started out before she wound up with the Sixth Doctor, which was very interesting because, and then they pulled that crap with that I'm an alien name. What's her name? Oh God. Ugh. Yeah, I got to re-listen now to the Ravagers and get caught up on it. It was a while ago. I don't know. Did I listen? I know I listened to the first 2 episodes, I believe. I don't think I'm going to hit the third yet. I'm going to have to bring it up on the phone here and listen to it now this week. Great. Where did I leave my phone? Oh, great. I left it in the other room. Because I got to hook that up to the charger eventually. It's got to last through 9-hour shifts because my plant manager is, well, I ain't going to say it on the air because I liked Frobisher too. Yeah. Sadly, yeah, I would love to have heard Norm Macdonald do Frobisher, but sadly, Norm Macdonald has passed away now. That would have been, or the guy they had voicing him in the thing was pretty good. And the Maltese, well, it was Maltese Penguin and the Holy Terror, I believe it was. Those were pretty good adventures with Sixie and Frobisher. The Mesomorph. I want Frobisher. I don't think we're ever going to see the Penguin in the TV show. Heck, we can't even get any of the classic companions in the TV show, and they've all wanted so desperately to be on the new show. Like, Carol Ann Ford wanted to be back. Everybody, I think, back in that day. And, like, heck, they didn't even bring Ian Chesterton back when they had the chance. And, oh, man. Okay, I ain't got too much longer here because I got some things to do before I go tackle, sleep. Like I said, I was going to put up a live stream last night, but I ended up, I had laundry, I mowed the lawn, I actually cleaned my room, helped clean the bedroom. I felt like I was being productive yesterday. I don't know why. It just happens every now and then. Yep, so there's a list of suspects for the 14th Doctor longer than my arm now. Yeah, all failed Frobisher, the big talk. Yeah, I remember that. Good one, Mike. I remember that chant. Yeah. The big talking bird. Yeah, that was one of the weirdest episodes ever, but it was really, oh God, the way they tied that one off was just, ow. That was, oh man, that was a mind bender there, the Holy Terror. Daddy, that man's making smoke. No, it ain't. This is steam. And according to my latest ads, I inhaled a little too much. Now I'm inhaling toxic metals. I wonder what the story is going to be next week. No, I do not say go out and start vaping. If you've never been exposed to nicotine type stuff, don't go near it. Don't touch it. Don't look at it. Leave it the hell alone. No, Tom Ellis is not going to be the next Doctor. If he is, hang on. Check this out. Hang on, I'll show you. This is my newest hat. See my newest hat? It will become my meal. If Tom Ellis gets named as the Doctor. As much as I'd love to see it happen, like, up there with Hugh Laurie, Yeah, thanks for reminding me. I was going to wait till a little bit later. Yeah, but it's not average that I get super chats anymore. But, see, Legend of the Traveling TARDIS, please go to their YouTube channel. Please subscribe. Or also check out their Facebook page. Heck, I have a Facebook page. Lots of stuff going on there. Yeah, we probably won't get a 14th Doctor announcement. I'd say they're going to wait till after the specials. I wouldn't even say it's going to be after Flux. Yeah, this is my newest hat. Check it out. This is cool. Oh, I don't know why, but that hat just called to me for some reason. Okay, yeah, some folks are asking for more Fallout material. Now, I was able to recover my stuff with Susan on Fallout 4, but what I've been doing is kind of a backup as I've been playing. I restarted the game for the first time in the 2 years I've had it. And so now I'm playing a male character this time named Todd, as George Carlin would say. Todd Smith. And the reason, why'd you pick an obvious name? Because if you pick an obvious name, the voice actor who does one of your companions, Codsworth the Robot, they had him record a bunch of different variants of common names. So if you pick a common name that is in the list or one of the ones he used in the game, then like I said, he'll actually address you as that name, like Mr. Smith or whatever, and stuff like that. Just blew my mind the first time I played Fallout. And what happened was I picked the name Susan Wright, from Susan Foreman and Barbara Wright. I combined them together. And I'm sitting there playing the game for over a month before I realized Codsworth the Robot's actually calling me Mrs. Wright. I'm like, wait, how'd that happen? And I looked it up later. I'm like, okay. So I know I wasn't having a bad acid trip or something like that. All right. So, yeah, but like I said, this really helped me quit smoking. I have not even thought about lighting a cigarette now in 5 years. So, coming up on 6 this coming May or something like that. So, matter of fact, they're coming up, I think, not too long from now, if not past, because it's been 10 years since I started doing this channel. I believe it was October 11th of 2011. Yeah, because I started in on this gig, and a lot of people are like, well, why do wear a mask back in the old days? I said I did it as a shtick. I wanted people to pay more attention to the message than the person delivering it. And that matter of fact, that mask is still hanging up there somewhere. It's still here. Still have it. And I was never able to find another one like that. And I had owned that mask for at least a couple of years before I winged it out, to do Dr. Freedom. And I don't know, it just kind of inspired me. It's, plus I've bought a few variants in metal of it. Some guys, did you rip off MF Doom? No, I was doing it before that MF whatever Doom guy was. Ugh. So, okay, let's see what we got here. It still freaks me out. William Shatner is going into space, 90-something years old. And if you read his jacket really close right here in the picture, it says AKA Captain James T. Kirk on his uniform shirt. So, hello, Claudia. All right, I'm sorry. Claudia Christian, folks. Von Upfer from Babylon 5. Okay, so this is the Dr. Freedom page. Very easy to find on Facebook. Let's look up facebook.com/Dr. Freedom 1. And there you are. I try to, make sure some articles go up on this every day. Things that, are, happening around my area, the universe, things I'm into, and things like that. So, if you see this page, you're on the right one. There used to be a few copies of this up, done by trolls. Trolls! So, okay. Hello, everybody coming on in. How you doing out there tonight? Like I said, feel free to super chat like Legend of the Traveling TARDIS did. Every little dollar helps. I'm not kidding. Because what I may do is, like I said, eventually I've been pondering, actually doing the dirty deed and starting a Patreon channel. But I'm like, I really don't want, to put exclusive material anywhere you can't get to it. Because I like, I kind of feel cheated by those channels. It's like YouTube's become just basically the trailer, or the clip channel for the folks who say, well, if you want to see our full reaction, where we completely violate copyright law in the name of fair use. Hello, Heather. How you doing tonight? Yeah, there's Heather. There's Mike. There's Comics Are Fun. Sticks Boy. We got A1 Place. A lot of people popping in. They've wrapped filming, I think, up through the centenary special, which is amazing because they just wrote it not that long ago, I think. Oh, man. So, and according to one other article I've read, the 60th, or the centenary, I think will be feature length. Or was that the 60th anniversary? But it's like we don't know much yet about the 60th. As RTD and his team won't be starting work on that yet. Here's the thing about a Doctor Who movie. Even if they did a Doctor Who movie, it would probably be something in the range of like the Peter Cushing flicks. Because there's a lot of ground to cover, for that movie. Because you got to get people in on the basics. Like, that's when I tell people, where would you want me to start watching Doctor Who at? A lot of people go, start back at Unearthly Child. It's like, no, I say start with the Eccleston series with 2005 with Rose. Because they cover a lot of the basics right there in the opening episode, of that series. Rose, as a matter of fact. So I say start there. Come on, it's like after a while you're going to be caught up. You're going to know what's going on in the modern series, and you're good. So, also, it shouldn't take you that long to get caught up, hopefully. Then again, that was back in the day when we had 13 episodes a season. Yeah, a lot of people keep asking, how come they don't pump out 20-something episodes? Because, A, they don't have the budget to hire that many crews to go out and do all the backup stuff, the second unit, third unit, fourth unit, fifth unit production. Then you got to have a crew constantly running to get this thing out. Okay. I've been hearing more and more about, things have been going south again, with that time fracture thing. I was going to put up an article about that and I forgot it. So those few folks who got to enjoy time fracture, I'm glad they enjoyed it because, goodness gracious alive, that thing fell apart. I guess that had something to do with some rainstorms and something. Okay, dropped frames detected. 20. Oh, well, so this one's going to be stuttery. Man, that's right. I forgot to turn the VPN off. Because I do run a VPN. I'm running Surfshark because they had this really killer deal for like 2 years. And it's like, and I really wish I had remembered that if I had put down one of these pages things, that I would have gotten another like so many % off on another year. But or I got like 3 months free. So if you ever get a chance, go check out a YouTube channel called Bedtime Stories. I love that one. So well done. Just incredible stuff there. Vince does a theatrical experience for Doctor Who, and they may this time as well. Okay, yeah, they could. Because we did notice that, no, you will not eat my hat, whether there's a movie or not. I paid like $25 for this hat, which is one of the cheaper hats I have. I think the most expensive one I have was that I have an authentic British Police Bobby hat in the glass case there. And I think that was like $80. And I couldn't believe I found that at a local antique mall. And it's in pristine condition. That's why I have it in the glass case over there. Some folks may have seen some pictures of me, wearing it. I had a little fun, for the hell of it. Oh, yeah, here's another thing I want you to go check out if you have a chance. Hang on, I keep forgetting this. I don't post over here too often, but if you ever get a chance, pop in on the... hello. Hi. Let me turn on. I got to turn that off. Now, I posted, Katie Manning's a day early, I know. Okay, a lot of people have been telling me. But if you ever get a chance, here's Dr. Freedom 1 over on Instagram. Just every now and then I'll pop something up like, I saw this, let's check this guy out. I was sitting there at lunchtime, where I normally sit outside at work, and this little guy just came walking up. He was like that long. Stick bug there. That is just so weird looking, And of course, here's one of my other favorite photos I put out there, Church of the Master. And no, that is not photoshopped. If you go to this site right here, there's the site for that church. The Steuben Church of the Master.org. What happened was, for some crazy reason, we were on a road trip back up here up north. And we decided to take a way different route than we normally do. And we literally passed this. My wife's like, you got to take a picture of that, don't you? I go, yeah, wing this car around. So sure enough, we pulled right up into the beginning of their driveway there, and that's where I snapped that photo. Because that's literally a church. That's a real church. So that's not Photoshopped. That's not phony. That's authentic. And it caught me way off guard that we just happened to drive right by that particular church, out of the blue. There's been speculation, and also people have claimed to have seen... Brent Holder had a good question there. Do you think the Master will appear in Jodie's final episode? I wouldn't doubt it, because Sasha loves the character, and I really enjoyed his performance as the Master, because while he can be wackety insane, at the same time he can also be really, really sinister as hell. But some people claim that he was on set recently. So, if that's true, there's a good chance, he's in there. Matter of fact, I wouldn't be the least bit surprised if they might go back into the whole Timeless Child thing. The Flux could be anything. Sorry, drinking some coffee. It's a must thing to do. All right. The Irish guy is giddy. Yeah, wait until, I agree with, D. Dorigo. Wait until he picks a LGBT or person of color for 14. Or a woman of color who is LGBT. Now, a long time ago, people kept asking, like, I think it was Louise Jameson, who she thought the next Doctor was going to be. And this was years ago. And she said, as far as I'm concerned, the next Doctor could be a black, redheaded lesbian. And it's like, even I'd back that play. It's like, come on. Well, not all of the MMDs, because remember, there's still a couple of them out there who are throwing a fit, claiming, first they're saying he's brought in to save the show and all this. Now it's Doctor is going to be much worse under him, blah, blah, blah. Then there was, I remember because one particular person, we won't say their name, narcotic, was claiming, I think, was that Doctor was going to be even worse or something like that. Or was that bowel streak? I don't know. But you know what I loved most about this, the air date announcement? Anybody want to take a guess what it was? What I loved most about it? Anyone want to take a stab? Screw it. I'll tell you anyway. Nobody got an embargoed thing. Nobody knew that was coming. Nobody got a preview. No one got an embargoed copy, saying don't release this till blah, blah, blah. Nobody did. And that's something they need to start doing. Because I think it's just ridiculous that some websites get this information, some don't. Some are cracked over the head for copyright violations, while others aren't. I love this. We got one person in the community who makes these beautiful music videos with copyright music and clips of the show. Yet I use the Doctor Who theme, not even a 13-second rendition of it, and I get hit with a copyright strike. I used to use the... my favorite one was the one they did for the 96 movie, and I used it as an opener for the longest time. Then all of a sudden, oh no, it's copyrighted now. And I'm like, under who? Nobody even knows who owns half the 96 movie anymore. It's gone through so many mergers, subdivisions, redivisions, remergers, and, ran through a peat bog and turned into, firelighters, as, good old Douglas would say, Douglas Adams. And I forgot to mention I did mention Series 17, you're right, in the last video, duh. That it's going to be coming out soon, and I'm really looking forward to that. There were some hits and misses in Series 17, like Horns of the Nymon. Oh, God. That one's okay, but it's one of my guilty pleasures. Same thing with Nightmare of Eden, not the sharpest tool in the shed, but I still enjoy watching. Do you think the Daleks are going to appear again? Do I really have to answer that question? There's not going to be a New Year's special that we know of, no. They've not announced one. They haven't said there's going to be one. You're getting 6 episodes for Series 13. That'll finish it up by about the first week of December. And then I think they said the first special is going to be like spring and something like that. So, no, or is it the first one New Year's? You're right. Might be the first one's here. Yeah, you're right. I think it's New Year's. I was thinking you said Christmas for some reason. Sorry about that, Brent. Brain is on overload today. Yeah, I agree with you there, Cameron. Yeah, no one's going to like anything they put on the screen. Especially the guys who are making big fat dollars off being haters. And that's exactly why they do it. As I keep telling you all out there, they don't want you to think, they want you to feel. And when you feel angry, you want that fix of righteousness. That these guys seem to fill your soul with. And, yeah, it's a dead-on fact. That's no matter what they do, more than half these guys are going to be out there going, it's woke. It's woke. It's PC. It's virtue signaling. And according to their very definition, if any of these idiots were classic series fans, that means the Doctor's been a virtue-signaling PC social justice warrior since 1963! Oh, but they used to be more subtle about it. Yeah, tell that to Barry Letts and the Buddhist agenda, okay? All right. Oh. Oy vey. Well, folks, I am going on much longer than I was planning to. I was only going to do this about a half hour, and I got to run because I got to be up for work in the morning. Also, I'm trying to write. See, for some reason, I've been doing Chapter 5 of Murder on the Chaitanya now for like a year. It feels like because there's certain parts of it I don't like, and I want to. There's a lot of things that's going to happen in that chapter, and I promise it's coming soon, hopefully. And it's like I've really been working on it because I'd like to get things perfect. I don't like leaving plot holes. I don't like, throwing out total utter malarkey nonsense, and we'll throw a pretty speech at the end, and people will call it a classic. Oh yeah. So the Irish guy was under attack again because or is that what happened? All right. Or has he been attacking again? And then he turns around and says it's your fault that he's a big mouth. Oy vey. Hell, I had somebody who faked my ID, stole my channel logo, and they were over there going off on me like it was me who was trolling their comment box during one of their live streams. And it's like, you can tell there's not much effort going on there because 2 clicks and it's a bad channel. It's not me. It's not real. Come on. It's a channel with 0 subscribers, 0 videos. It's like, and somebody told me that was going on. I had to go over there and say, look, that's not me. It's like, I'm not going to waste my time. It's like, I am still writer's blocking, but at the same time, like I said, I don't like plot complications. It's just there's going to be a lot going on in this chapter. A lot of things are going to hit all at once because it's going to be like the midpoint of the story. We're going to get to the actual murder stuff. So I don't, as you said, this is my first time like doing this type of thing. And, I can do sci-fi, but all that, I do combat. I don't do romance as a rule. I'm just no good at it, for one. But I'm trying to do this thing as a little bit of a mystery, a little bit of a murder. Plus, there's one big, fat, gigantic secret behind it about the Shitanya that you find out this chapter. And I want to get that reveal just right. Well, folks, it has now been, it's coming up on the 45-minute mark, and I have got to run. Plus, my stream seems to be skittering. It's my fault. This is going to be a real crappy one when it goes to video because I forgot to turn the VPN on. Oh, no, there is an air date for Doctor Who, Heather. Didn't you miss it? It's Halloween. Yeah, we talked about it a little while ago. There was a major announcement. Doctor Who is back this Halloween. October 31st. Yeah. So you're just a couple weeks away. Okay, return Russell T Davies. The one villain I always wanted to see return was the Reapers. And they were from Father's Day. And so, those funky looking creatures that came when Rose messed up the timeline. I would have loved to have seen them return at some point, but they never do. That's just one of them. Oh, well, I got to get running, folks. It's coming up on 45 minutes. I got to be up at 4 o'clock in the morning. So please, everyone, take care of yourselves and each other. Look out for one another. Be kind. 2 words from the 12th Doctor I keep repeating to people. Be kind. That's one of the ways you'll survive in this universe. Just be kind.